Well, speaking of Tom Brady, as our next slide will show you, we got some fun going on here on the show, guys.
This is silly. No, this is a sports show.
There you go. Who has the better hair? This is the next question. This is
Who is the girl next to Tom Brady?
Justin Bieber or Tom Brady?
That's a guy?
All I gotta say on this, one word. Giselle. That's all I'm saying. This man can have whatever haircut he wants. What he's got waiting at home for him, that's all I gotta say. I go with Tom Brady.
Ray?
I mean, I don't know. I was never a big fan of long hair. I mean, Chip, sorry, you know.
Your opinion doesn't matter.
What about Chip? Chip,
you're on this show every week.
Chip, your hair is very similar, huh?
Chip, I mean...
Can you get in there, too, or, I mean...
I think you look more like Tom Brady than Justin Bieber does.
So, there you go. Those are some good opinions. Obviously, I can't say anything about hair comments, so, I mean...
No, you're losing yours.
Thanks for the reminder, Chip.
You really want my opinion on this? This is a silly topic. This is not a sports topic. But I have to go Tom Brady because at least he doesn't wear eyeliner like that thing that's on the screen.
This guy's one of the biggest acts in America right now,
I'm so glad I don't have kids.
Teen sensation?
Oh, well, Tom Brady, I guess, has the I have the best hair out of all of them. But I guess if we had to pick one, I guess it had to be Brady.
So Brady it is.
This was silly.
Chip, your favorite Justin Bieber song, how is it?
I don't like music except for Monday Night Football. It's the only song that I listen to.
All right, so Tom Brady, hands up, better hair, guys. Agreed? Any other comments?
That's all I'm saying.
All right, well, we're going to have to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back with more topics coming up on 4th and 30. Don't go away. Hi, we're the stars of 4th and 30, as you've seen us from TV. And when we're thirsty, we drink a Bud Light, because you can't go wrong with Bud Light.
Woman, get my wings!
That's Bud Light right there, fellas. Bud Light, America's beer.
Oh, I'm glad this is a convertible.
And remember, Bud Light now has less calories, so you won't get fat. Sorry, Chip.
Just keep. Did you get my toilet paper too?
So don't forget, America, Bud Light.
Always refreshing.
That's true. I need another. Welcome back, folks. I hope you enjoyed our commercials. They were pretty good commercials, and they paid our bills. But before we get back into the swing of things, how do you see our set, guys? It's very festive here in the Christmas spirits, huh? Chip, what are your thoughts?
It's silly. Do you know how much money I save by not spending money on Christmas gifts?
Nothing at all? Family? Relatives?
No! I watch sports on Christmas. I don't
Great
hang out
dad.
with family. Why would you do that? I don't like my family. I don't have any kids. No wife. I just watch sports. That's what I do. That's why I'm here.
Well, there's a great NBA lineup this year, I'll tell you that on Christmas. Even though I'll be with my family that I love.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
There is a great lineup, including those Nuggets, Oklahoma City. Game I'm looking forward to on Christmas Day.
No. Miami Heat at L.A.
Ooh,
Lakers,
you know,
another good game.
I do have to pick that one, Lakers and Heat. Folks, now let's get back into the swing of things, guys. Here, our next topic, Dante Whitner, free agent at the end of the season. Any thoughts, Bills? They want to re-sign him. He wants to stay there, but apparently contract negotiations are far apart.
I don't know. My thoughts on it. Who else do they have at safety? Jarvis Bird, George Wilson. I mean, you know, you got to keep the guy. You got to do what you have to do to keep the guy. They gave Chris Kelsay 4-year, $24 million extension. Why not? You know, spend the money on Dante.
But don't you think
That's my thought on it.
Since they're going to have a high draft pick, do you think they'd be suited to draft safety? Or, I mean,
no.
He hasn't really proved much during his tenure with the Bills.
Right. I don't think there's any safeties really that are coming out that they could grab that high that, you know, would
Especially
replace
that
him.
high, yeah.
Yeah. You know, they have more holes to fill
Uh-huh.
than at the safety position. Re-sign him, draft someone else, a linebacker, a D lineman.
But at what cost? The cost he's looking for. Did the Bills waste that much money on that week of talent?
My point exactly.
Well, my point, you know, about Chris Kelsay getting 4 years for $24 million. He's not that great of a player. They
No.
I mean, they say, he fits their system and everything, but...
Only thing that guy fits doing is eating a lot of potato chips because he is incredibly slow. But moving on to Dante Whitner. I am sorry that the Bills ever drafted him. He is a disgrace to this franchise. He wants to stay here because he knows he can't go anywhere else. Nobody else is going to take this guy. And yes, they have George Wilson, but he still has more interceptions, I bet, than Dante Whitner. And Bird does too, and he knocked the ball out of Peyton Hillis' hand. This is what I see Whitner do. He's better than Paz Loser, okay, maybe.
Yeah, but a strong safety's not really made to, get interceptions for you. They're made to make tackles.
Right, and he really did, but that's still 25, 30 yards down the field. I mean, that's really... He doesn't impress me. He'll impress me when he leaves and he goes somewhere else and destroys them, too.
So then, Ray, how much would you say is not going over the limit on paying Whitner?
I'd pay him $1.
Well... since they gave Kelsey 4 years, $24 million, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't go any more than $30 million on maybe 5 years.
$10.
Well, we know where Chip stands on this. Well, yeah, it'll be interesting. The Bills have seen them improve this year. I mean, for as bad as their record shows, they're a lot better than what many people think of them out there. So we'll see.
That's because T.O. left. Team Obliterator.
He is doing pretty good in Cincinnati right now.
Yeah, and how's their record, Max?
Hey, it takes more than one player to win a game, though.
Oh, come on. They have 2 cancers on that team, Ocho Cinco and Team Obliterator.
Yeah, but do you really
Ocho Stinko, I'm sorry.
Chip, do you really think T.O. brought, the team down? Is he the reason they're not winning games?
I mean, you're not hearing any negativity toward him this year, though, Chip.
Oh, of course not. You never hear negative.
Carson Palmer being overrated is the reason why that team's going down. They added a really bad defense.
He's been very bad this year.
Carson Palmer needs a new change of scenery for next season. Reinvent his career. He's got to move on. They got to change the coaching staff in Cincinnati. They've got to move on.
And 2 replacement receivers.
Agree to disagree, Chip.
Yeah.
I'm right. I know I'm right.
I'm going with Deon on that one.
All right, so let's move on to the next topic here. Fantasy football. I know a lot of you out there play. It's a very popular game amongst everyone in the whole world. Now, now we know Chip's opinions on it, but what about this year's sleepers, guys? I mean, I could just mention a few right off the top of the bat. Peyton Hillis, Michael Vick, Stevie Johnson, Brandon Lloyd, Mercedes Lewis, Mike Williams, Danny Woodhead, Arian Foster. I mean, those are just some of the names out there. So.
Well, Arian Foster tops the list, first of all. I mean, Slayton, did he have the opening day job? Probably, but you know what? Foster came right in, just had that dynamite game, just got, opened people's eyes. Whoever was first on the waiver wire obviously picked him up and is probably in the championship or in the playoffs at this point, that's for sure, because of Arian Foster.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to say Peyton Hillis is mine. He wasn't even, named the starter in week 1. Took over, and he's been dynamite since.
Fantasy for me, I obviously don't play it, but big picture, I believe Peyton Hillis was definitely a sleeper, but Arian Foster is the guy that opens my eyes the most, because I was at a fantasy draft. I don't know why I was there, but I was. And a guy took Steve Slayton, and he was actually the second string to Arian Foster. And when he found that out, he got so angry, and all I could do was say, this is why I don't play.
Why don't you play, Chip?
Because it's just goofy, and I don't have a computer at home.
What do you use then? I mean, you're a journalist, Chip. What do you...
I watch sports. I do what you should be doing. That's why you're not very good at your job.
Well, I mean, talking about some of these guys, Peyton Hillis, coming over in that trade from Denver,
Absolutely.
What's happened to Denver?
Denver's lost a lot of people like you've lost your hair, man.
Yeah, Josh McDaniels screwed up that team totally.
Agreed.
He traded away Cutler, Brandon Marshall, Peyton Hillis for Brady Quinn. Got nothing in return for those players. So
holding out really did him a lot of good.
Kyle Orton is not a good quarterback in this league, and with this week coming up, I'm excited. I don't know about you guys, but Tim Tebow, last I knew, he was getting a start this week for Denver, so we'll get to see what's going on there with Denver.
See, but Orton was solid early on in the season, and now somehow Denver just...
I agree.
That's what typical Denver. You know, they start off, weren't they undefeated last year? 5-6-0, and then
Yes,
they
were.
didn't even make the playoffs. So, you know, they start strong, but they can't finish. And you know, if that's the case, the coach is gone, the quarterback got to go. We'll see what Tebow can do for him.
I'm a big Kyle Orton fan, but bringing in Tim Tebow is going to bring some excitement to this battered joke of a team in Denver.
All right, well, our next topic, one of the guys we just mentioned in Fantasy First, Michael Vick. Now, this topic is going on all over the place. Should he own a dog, as you see a picture here? Michael Vick wants to own a dog. What are your guys' thoughts on it?
Chip, I'm going to just let you take this one.
Oh, Chip, all right. Go right to it, Chip.
It would sicken me that this guy would even... Why does he want to own a dog? He should not own a dog, because I know what's going to happen. It's going to be a very sad ending. I watched Leno, and the dogs were running. That's what's going to happen. There's going to be chaos with dogs. Dogs are going to hear about this. And they're going to say, oh no, I'm not living with this guy.
No, if you don't... No.
He has a daughter, and that scares me as well. Is there going to be daughter fighting? You know, is he going to take part in that?
I don't know. I mean, my take on it, let him have one dog. That's it. You know, don't give him...
I mean...
Certainly not a pit bull, okay. Let's start him off something small. Give him maybe a poodle.
Oh, great! So let's be poodle fighting then. But that's okay. We can have.
What about if we gave him a cat or something?
A cat? Then there's going to be cat fighting. This is This is obscene. This can't be allowed. This guy cannot own a pet. Don't even get him fish. There's going to be fish fighting. Is this allowed too? I mean, come on.
Do you believe in second chances on
society? No, I don't.
Deon, Ray, any thoughts on this?
So if you were accused of something...
I'm never accused of anything. I have a very clean record other than Michael Vick. Oh, look how cute that dog is. Is it still alive? Let's check the pet cemetery.
Unlikely. Chip, unlikely.
There's my point. You should not own a dog.
Alright, guys. Well, that's going to... Well, we know how Chip feels, folks. So I think in this part, we're going to have to take a commercial break. Coming up, we got more topics. But don't go away. We'll be right back on 4th and 30th.
Our children of today are being taken over by alcohol and violence, but mostly alcohol. Underage drinking really does have to stop because it's causing accidents, it's causing poor decision making, and of course, death. And it's very sad. So I would actually like to show you, here's a little film right here that I actually have. It's a short clip, and it's very disturbing. If you have young children, get them out of the room immediately. It's taking time to load. High-loading TVs is also a cause of drinking because then you go to the fridge and you get a beer. Oh, look, isn't that awful?